Okay. My name is Sal D'Amico. Hi, everyone. This is going to be a little bit of a different video. I normally do my ASMR, but this will be actually about coming out. I figured because of Mental Health Day yesterday and Coming Out Day today, I feel like this was an appropriate time to share my story with you guys. Especially if it's someone who's struggling with their identity and they are looking to hear other stories out there. This is for you. So let's begin. Oh, forgot, trying to be official here. I have like some prompts to like help me talk about this and some questions to get started. So let's begin. Water? Water, please? I'm kidding. But anyway, okay, so let's begin. So when is the first moment when you knew you were gay? When did you first realize? So I, as a little kid, always had an affinity to female video game characters, TV shows. I always loved the girls. It wasn't because I thought they were pretty and like attractive. I mean, they were, but I felt more in tune with their personality and their power. Go females. And like Sailor Moon was like one example. Even in Pokemon, I always like loved Misty, Jessie in particular, like Dawn, May, like over Ash and all the other main characters. I just like really liked them. And even like I would, with my girl cousins, I would like sing and dance with them over like playing with my boy cousins. And I remember like my family would be like, go play with the boys. So I never really translated that as being gay. I just knew I was like a little bit different. When I watched Kylie Minogue's All the Lovers video, that's when I first realized. And I think like it was like in high school. I was in my teens when and I first realized. I was like, okay, I think I might be different. I had some gay moments in high school, not gonna lie, but when I watched this video, so for those who don't know, Kylie is like singing about love is love type thing, and like there's guys and girls making out, there are guys and guys making out, there are girls and girls making out, like, everyone's just making out, making love, and like she's on top of them, like on this like mountain of bodies. And I remember when the guys would make out, I would rewind it like every single time they're hunched over, like watching these guys make out, and I freaking loved it. And I was like, okay, gay, hello. I think I was like confused, but I knew that was like my first like time I was like questioning. I was like, okay, it's definitely weird. So that was kind of the first time I realized it. So the next question. So why is coming out so hard? I think it's so hard for everyone. Obviously, everyone's in different circumstances and situations, but for me in particular, it was never really that my family or friends were not going to accept me, and I'm super grateful and fortunate that that's happened, and I'm blessed. But it was more so me. I was very much in denial about it. Again, these thoughts were back in high school, and then in college, I was like, I need to be with girls. Not guys, and it took me a while until after I graduated for me to fully realize that. And I think it was just more so that I didn't want this like thing to tarnish. I don't know how to explain it. I think I didn't want this like issue of being gay in my life, and I knew that it was just going to be hard to come out. And I also, one big thing was that I was lying. I had my close family and friends, they knew so much about me, so much, yet they did not. And it was hard for me to like be like, okay, I'll just be my true self here and tell them the truth. So I definitely thought it was very hard coming out in that regards. So how did it feel when you first told someone, or when was your first time? So I first told someone was after I graduated from college, BC, go Eags, and I went to dinner with a roommate of mine from college, and he's gay, and I figured why not come out to someone who's gay who already knows how it is? And I got dinner with him, and I was like, blank, I'm not gonna say his name. I'm gay, and I am very sensitive. I'm super emotional. Sobbed like a baby in public. I was like, I'm gay. Not because I was upset that like I'm a gay male. I'm upset. It was more so me being overwhelmed and that, like, okay, the cat's out of the bag. It's time to start telling people, you know. So it felt good telling him, and it helped me start telling other people in my life. It was just dramatic. I'm just dramatic. That's just me. I'm just dramatic. I can't help it. So that's how it felt when I first told someone. The next prompt, the main, I guess the big kahuna here, is my coming out story to my family. So just for those who don't know, I'm first generation American. My family's from Sicily. They came to America. Very little like education. Not that it's a bad thing. I'm very proud of how far my family has gone in their lives, and it's just like no education and immigrants, and you could put it together. Like, it's gonna be hard, but you know, I'm very fortunate again with how things turned out in my family. So I was home for Father's Day weekend back in New York. I know, perfect time, right? And my dad owns a pizzeria, and my younger brother and my dad were working this Saturday day at the pizzeria, and I was home with my mother. And we were eating breakfast. I remember I was eating my Fruit Loops or Apple Jacks. I think it was Apple Jacks, actually. And she, out of nowhere, was like, "Are you gay? You gay, bro?" No, she didn't say that. She was like, "Are you gay?" And she's asked me before, and I would lie and say, "No, I'm not. I'm focusing on my schoolwork. I don't have a girlfriend. I'm too busy having fun, blah, blah, blah." Bullshit. But she was like, "Are you gay?" And I remember I was like, "Sal, this is it. She brought it up. That's the hard part. So that, like, thank you for that, Ma. You just have to respond." And I was like, "Oh my God, I just have to just say yes." So I was like, "Yeah, I'm gay." This was my mom standing up. Fell to the floor in all Italian drama. And again, I'm dramatic. I got my drama from my family. They're dramatic. Sicilians, Italians, dramatic. Europe's dramatic. America's dramatic. The world's, everyone's dramatic. But you get my idea. So she fell to the floor, and I thought that was funny, I guess. But obviously, we started talking about it. "Oh, how could you? Oh my God, I can't believe this. You've been 22 years old, and you've been dealing with this your whole life. Oh my God, I can't believe it." La, 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 la. And we talked for a good hour. We talked about, like, oh my God, your life's gonna change. Marriage, kids, family, money, children, education, kid, you know, everything. It was never like, "Get out of the house, bye bitch, leave." And I'm very lucky again, like, I didn't have that experience. It was just dramatic, really. It was more so like them understanding. They accepted me, and it was fine. It was just dramatic, literally. Like, that's what it was. After a good hour, I actually went kayaking with my high school friends. So I was like, "Peace." You know, my mom could then mull this over on her own, and I like went to kayaking, and I pretended like nothing happened. My high school friends, they didn't know at the time. So they were like my closer friends, and I kept it a secret. So I pretended like nothing happened. 3 hours later, I come home, and my mom was on the phone crying. And I was like, great, she's definitely crying because I'm gay, and like something happened or whatever. What happened was, and she didn't say anything to the person on the phone. It was my younger brother, who's at the pizzeria, if you remember. Story check. And he saw that one of my good friends from high school just got a girlfriend on Facebook, and they're friends on Facebook, and saw, like, oh, look, like, so-and-so just got a girlfriend, like, on Facebook, because that's, you know, that's the only way you can get girlfriends, if it's on Facebook. I'm kidding. But saw that he got a girlfriend and said to my mom, like, oh, now Sal's the next one to get a girlfriend. And obviously that prompted my mom to start crying, because I just came out to her as a gay man earlier that morning, so that clearly wasn't going to happen. She didn't tell him, though. She kind of left my brother in questioning and confused, like, what the hell happened, and why did she have this reaction when he said that, and hung up on him. So my brother comes home from the pizzeria early, and my mom's just like clearly making it obvious that something's up, but not saying anything. And my brother's like, what is going on? And I remember I was like, Aunt, I'm gay. And he starts getting like emotional, and I'm like, what the hell? Why is everyone getting crazy? He felt bad for all the times he called me gay and made fun of me and whatnot, and felt bad about it. So we hugged it out. It was a really nice moment, but it was all good. And he went to go play Xbox, and like that was it. Like that was fine, easy. So that was my brother. I got my brother down. I got my mom down. The next is my father. So that night I was like trying to get ready to go out. I was going out with my high school friends, and I was trying to get out of there before my dad came home. So I was the most nervous about him. And him, my costume from Comic-Con, if you guys remember. But he came home, and again my mom's like, and my brother's like, just tell him. And I was like, okay. And I remember my stomach was like turned inside out, and I was like, Pa. Oh, he was also confused. So I was like, Pa, and I brought him to the kitchen, and I was like, Pa, I'm gay. And the first thing that came out of his mouth was, I don't like this. And obviously, I started to cry, and I was very emotional. And my dad said that not because I'm done, I'm excommunicated, I'm like out of the family. It's just, they really didn't understand. It just like, that was his reaction. And immediately when they saw me crying, they were both like, no. We love you so much. We don't know how to handle this. This is very new for them, obviously, and for me, and for all of us. And they just had questions. How, they knew I was with women, so how could you do this? I was clearly in denial. Again, talking about marriage and kids and all of that, and every single question you could think of. You've been dealing with this for so long. Your life's changing. You had a sickness and health till death do us part. No, but I have problems. I talked to them for a bit, but then I got picked up to go out. So it was kind of good then, because then now my mom, my dad, and my brother could kind of communicate and talk about it amongst themselves and talk this over. And then I came home late. Next day was Father's Day, and we talked about it. I had a Father's Day brunch with my family, but I with like extended family, and like I wasn't allowed to say anything, and I understand that. And, my family, I went back to Boston for work, and, it took them a bit to, like, sift out their emotions. It was really hard for them. Not because, again, they didn't accept me. It was just, like, for them to get used to. Again, it's dramatic. It's really just dramatic. We're all just dramatic. Eventually I told an aunt, and then that whole family then knew, so my parents could talk with them about it, kind of gave them some people to talk to. And then about a year later, I've been posting more gay shit on like social media and whatnot. And I guess family members were questioning my sexuality and were asking my parents, and they were respecting me and not saying like what I was or who I was, but they eventually were like, just rip the Band-Aid and tell everyone. So I did this like big Facebook post, and I remember that day I was so emotional just because it was overwhelmingly positive. It was like my life is now completely changed from this day on. I'm like I'm out, and it felt great. It was just so overwhelming, and I just cried the entire day of happiness. No, and I really had no negative reactions. Even in Italy, my family there, I've seen them since I've come out. They love me. I love them. We love pizza and pasta and everything. But, I'm truly blessed that I had a really positive experience. It was dramatic. It was like a little bit of a journey, but that's part of the story, right? That's part of coming out. And I'm forever grateful. I'm happy I'm gay. I'm happy, I'm proud to be who I am, be my true self, and it took me 22 years to finally get there. So next question, I guess, is what now, or what has changed since? I mean, I'm able to be myself. I'm able to do this video and hopefully inspire and help other people out there who are struggling with their identity. Again, this video, I hope you can relate or connect to some degree. For those who have come out, awesome. For those who are planning on coming out, you got this. For those who are not sure yet, I just want to say it gets easier. It may not seem like it, but it does. And I am truly grateful for everyone and for my family and friends. Always been so supportive. I love you guys. I love them. And most importantly, love yourself. That's where it comes down to. So that's my coming out story. I know it's like 16 minutes. You're not going to watch this. But hopefully, people do. And like and subscribe. No, I'm kidding. If you have any questions, and you want to reach out, my social media is like down below. So definitely feel free to contact me. It's not easy, but if you need someone to talk to, I'm there for you. So thank you, and bye-bye. How do I stop this?